We have no idea what we're doing.
at all. No proper topic,
No scripts, no plan.
nothing.
This set was done like 20 minutes ago.
Just three.
The typical Ijaw man has 101 stereotypes. The typical Ijaw woman has 1 million stereotypes.
So nice. Like I saw her coming on the shores, like she was walking in the water, coming to pick me out. I was like, yes, I'm
here.
home. I'm here. But like before the podcast update cast, for real, we have to create our own.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
And you just have to start. No proper topic. Right off the back, we're just gonna
No scripts, no plan.
nothing.
This set was done like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes, I designed everything. Everything found in this room. So
But why a podcast?
Okay, why a podcast? I believe a lot of people need to hear our side of the story.
Yeah.
And I believe people would also resonate and get inspired by all what we have to say.
You must be inspired, though.
By force.
You must be inspired.
By force.
We're not wasting our time here.
And I believe anybody can just have a ring light. But
this one, this two, three. So it's not just, don't let me deceive you, Sha. It's not just ring light.
This is a proper production. You understand? So
just for balance.
We're starting small, but not so small.
In a big way.
Small. Collect. Okay.
Let's just do proper introductions. So,
proper one, okay.
Your name, where you're from, and what the Lord has done for you.
Okay. You go first. So I would.
Okay. My name is Wari Biguo, first of his name. Hailing from Baramatu Kingdom and Ogula Kingdom. That might sound a bit foreign, but I mean, that's the point of this podcast. So when we say the creeks, this is just a story of how I've been able to come along from Delta State Warri all the way now living in Abuja, how life has been for me, the challenges, because trust me, challenges choke. So the challenges, the experience, the highs, the lows. Maybe we'll do an episode one day about how I was kidnapped in this town. So it's part of the challenges. So watch out for that episode.
Watch out for the episode.
So yeah, so we're just two guys from Niger Delta, just sharing our stories, tips, things we have learned along the line, and
yes, things that will help you so well that you would be like, I wish I knew this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Then moving on, my name is Precious Seymode. I'm from Ogula Kingdom and Idwini Kingdom and many other kingdoms. But we'll make sense of all those things later.
Yeah.
And currently I live in Abuja. Yeah. And the journey here has not been easy. In fact, I believe I'm not even supposed to be here yet. I'm still supposed to be doing some things in the creek before I come here. But we're here now and we'll talk about the journey.
All right. Before we even continue, I think by now, if you were still in the creeks, you have had like 4 kids. Not mistaken.
Nah. I believe I'll have like 6.
Thanks for the balance.
I'll have like
6 kids from 3 women.
Why are you limiting? 3, just 3. Okay. I have a cousin that has 4 from 4 women. So,
wow.
I feel like I can do better.
You can do better. We can always do better, but not, for me, not in that aspect. Not in that aspect. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
So, how did coming to Abuja come about for you? First of all, how long had you lived in Warri before you thought about moving out from there, and why?
Okay, so this podcast is going to reveal my age, or I can do it in a way that I won't have to say my age. Okay. I lived in Warri for almost all my life until last year.
Okay.
So I don't have to tell you my age. Okay. So I've been in Abuja. My landlord tell me say my rent will expire like next month. So this will be my first year in Abuja. But I've been coming off and on. I've been staying in different hotels. And so far, it's crazy. And a lot of people be asking me, why not Lagos? Abuja is the way. Can you hear no noise? It's just so peaceful. So
yeah.
So why Abuja?
My own is a funny story, but I'll try to keep it short.
Please be brief.
Just what the Lord has done for me, right? So in 2022, after I graduated, I was dating this girl, this Abuja girl. So
Okay.
Me, I didn't want to do long distance. I don't
Okay.
believe in long. I hate it
Okay.
with passion.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It works for some people, but it doesn't work for me. So after I graduated, I just decided, you know what, I'm making the move to Abuja. I didn't know anybody here
For love.
at the time.
Okay.
I didn't know anybody here, but I just believe that one way God also wanted me to be here because when I was discussing, okay, NYSC plans with my family, so my pops was asking me, could you want to do Abuja or Port Harcourt? So I said, I'm going to Abuja. I didn't know anybody. Well, I knew people staying here, but I didn't know anybody that would, help me integrate into the community, I just showed up one night with my 2 boxes, and that was it. I literally just showed up. Even the person that housed me for the first, few months that I was here, I told him that day that I was coming to Abuja. So I just showed up, and one of the best decisions of my life, to be fair. I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
My sisters have been here for like 3 years before I joined them, so I just came to a perfectly balanced life.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to come and be like, let me rent my own place, stay alone. But when I thought about it, these girls will cook. They will take care of me. They'll show me around. They'll tell me the do's and don'ts.
Your sisters will watch this. So he's saying that
So-
you guys are here because you cook.
No. Apparently now they don't cook, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So I thought like, okay, coming here, they'll be able to guide me. And personally, I'm grounded. So I like to do things the way it's supposed to be done,
Yeah.
the proper way.
Yeah.
So I believe I can't move into a new city without staying with my family that is already here.
Yeah.
So I moved in with them, and so far it has been the best decision of my life because I used to be that loner guy that okay, I can stay in my house 2-3 days, nobody. But now I don't know if my sister is not around me. Jesus, what's happening? I'm looking for them. So
Nice.
I thank God
Nice.
for the growth because I believe that is growth, and so far so good. Everything is working really good. So yeah, why we started this podcast for real.
Go first.
Me, I'm a shop content money. I'm a shop podcast. So I'm in it for the money.
He's in
I
it for
don't-
the money.
I
I'm
don't
in
know
it
how
for
the
the. I'm in
money-
it for the passion.
Okay, I don't know how the money will come about, but I'm here for the money.
Okay, me, I like speaking.
Okay.
I like talking on camera. I like light cameras, action.
Action.
But aside that, for the people who are watching this who are from Delta States, the Ijaw community precisely,
Our people.
our people, you know how there are a lot of stereotypes about us.
So
The typical Ijaw man has 101 stereotypes. The
101,
typical Ijaw
definitely.
woman has 1 million stereotypes. So I just believe we have a lot to show people. We have a lot to tell people about where we're from, our places, our communities, the creeks specifically.
Yeah, the cricks.
So what's your earliest, sorry to just jump into that, but what's your earliest memory of the village life? What was that for you?
My earliest memory was when I was sick. Okay. And my mom used to work in the creeks. Like she comes to Warri, take care of us. Then 2 weeks, she was like 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. Then I was sick. I think I was about 6 years old, and she always used to go like your mom, like how that motherly love is. She would come and she would go. I'm like, where are you always going to? I want to see this place. I'm from there, right? Take me there. Nobody wants to take me there. I have school. I have so many other things. So nobody wants to take me there. So apparently, I was just with my dad, and I was sick. My dad was like, okay, if you cough one more time, you are going to the village. Or the guy not sleep that night. I finished our cough. I needed to go and see that village. And next day, the following day, my dad put me on a speedboat. Then he had somebody watch over me while I was going. Then my mom was on the other side waiting
Waiting for you.
So immediately the boats came in. My mom was there. Everything was just so nice. Like I saw her coming on the shores, like she was walking in the water, coming to pick me up. I was like, yes, I'm
here.
home. I'm here. And it was mind blowing, and I caused a lot of trouble, but
Story for another day.
So, yeah,
Okay.
what about you?
I think it was when my grandpa died. This was,
Yikes.
I was very young, so I don't know how I remember this. But I have just one glimpse of it. So I think I was like 1 or 2. I'm telling you,
Oh yeah.
or 2.
Hot two. Okay.
And
You say three. I mean.
no, or 3.
Or three.
So I,
Let's
I,
go.
I was walking on this plank on the water side. And I
Which
just,
village to be precise?
okay, so funny, I can't remember the exact, but I think it's Ogula.
Okay.
I think it's Ogula. Because I don't
This
think,
is
because my grandpa wasn't buried in Oproza. So my grandpa was from, to my knowledge, Oproza and Ogula. So
Okay.
it's either of these, but I'm pretty sure it's Ogula because
Okay.
there's no
So
tombstone of.
meaning is granddad is more Ogula, but this boy love Baramatu, but it's fine.
I'm a
It's
Baramatu
fine.
boy.
It's fine.
I'm an Ogula man as well, but
It's fine.
Baramatu is
Right,
home. Baramatu is home.
right.
so I think my grandpa was buried in Ogula, and we went for the burial. And on the water side, I was climbing this plank, and I was about to fall into the water. Then I remember someone saying, "Catch him,
Wait,
catch him,
you
catch
died,
him,
you
catch
died,
him."
you died.
No, I don't die.
Okay,
I don't die.
thank God. Thank God. All right.
I don't die. Luckily, I don't die.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here anyway. But yeah, so after then, I didn't go to the village for a very long time until. So this was in 2008, right? And went to Proza. And everywhere was so the freedom of the environment was different, Unlike Warri, where my parents would be extra careful, not go this place, not go. But there, people would just go out and I wanted to say something, but let me not say it. But anyway,
Now that's it. Now
that's
that's it.
it.
Now that's it.
No, that's it. But anyway, it was a very cool environment. So that's my first, and it was fascinating because I remember the question I asked my dad: why are we not going to this place with land? Why did we have to go through water? When are they building the bridge?
Good.
Why can the car not pass so and so? See, my imagination was running wild. I'm telling you.
Okay. In terms of imagination for me, I had that imagination too for my community of Black. And I was there, and for 3 weeks I was there. They didn't take the light. It was constant. It was on. I was tired of the light. I would go outside to play, to touch grass, because the light was constant. Then in my head, it's a 1 hour 30 minutes drive with a, let's say you're using a small engine.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour 30 minutes drive. So I was thinking across the stretch of water, why can't we just carry a pole and just direct the light
Light to
from
Warri.
there to our
Nice.
house there?
Nice.
Like that was my own imagination.
Nice.
I've placed pole all around. You check my imagination. I don't put pole. Linking that time.
But this light issue, so that was another thing for me, the whole light thing. Light was constant. Would watch TV. I remember then there was this series, Legend of the Seeker. Morning till night in that house. They would watch it, Me, I didn't like it.
That of the first order.
I didn't like it, so I would always go out,
What
go and
about
play.
those scenes? Those nice scenes. You know, like those scenes? But I confess so.
Guy. So, that was your village experience for me. And over the years, always going back, from time to time, I just, there's this feeling of I'm home. I'm at home. But, so a lot of people who migrate to the city, some don't share the same sentiment. Some, they're like, I'm in the city. I'm never going back. But for me, I feel, at least, just go and touch water. Just
Touch water.
touch water. Go back.
Touch salt water.
Touch salt water. Go back home, See your grandparents, see family, see people. And village will always be there. Year in, year out. It will always be there. I think, for me, that's very wholesome, coming from that environment. But did you ever think of, Abuja doesn't really have water like that. So do you have that feeling of, I need water, I need to swim. These pools are not enough.
Let's remove horoscopes, because horoscopes are a thing of there is like a big misconception about horoscopes, and there's also a big something about it. But let's keep that one aside. But I'm a water sign, so water na my thing. So being in this dry land, and and this sun. Sometimes Abuja gets to 37 degrees.
It's crazy. I promise.
And
It's crazy.
being from the coastline, because my village is on the coastline, and being here, it's just like you are going to the opposite of where you're from, and you have to stay here because you need to make it so that you can go back.
Yes.
You
Very
understand?
important.
So I honestly do feel weird. Lagos is where I'm more at peace.
Not
Because
me,
of
Sha.
no, not the bill. Remove the bill. Let's say if everything
Remove
is
the
free.
traffic.
Remove the traffic. Remove the bill.
Remove the bills.
Remove the fake life. Then Lagos is my.
Remove the BBLs.
That's the fake life now. So when I'm in Lagos, I always take villas over the water so that I can feel more at home because it's the same water, it's the same stretch of water coming from my village to Lagos. So I tend to force myself to feel at home. You understand? Not that I actually feel the feeling, but like I force myself and be like, I'm there. You know, that kind of thing. Same water, put the water in my head, do all those many but
Nice.
you
Nice.
get the vibe, you get the jack. So,
Nice. So I want to dive into something quickly.
okay.
So
Dive. Jump and dive.
I need to use that. You got it.
Dive. Collect.
So
Let's go.
beyond the creeks, right? I think for me that also means doing things that are beyond, or rather out of scope of what people from that environment usually do.
Okay, good thing you said that, yeah. Let's say this is the world. No, let's say this is Nigeria. This is the world. Yeah? The creeks is this small hole.
You should magnify it more.
Magnify more, yeah. The things going on there, there are big things going on there. There are some people doing extremely well.
Extremely
We
well.
shouldn't talk about that. But like the normal average is below this small hole. That's what is up. And if you say
That's all.
okay, good. That's you understand.
I mean, I like this.
And you understand. You have to be connected. You have to be global. So yeah, continue, please.
So what I would also ask was, have you been able to see beyond the creeks, operate beyond the creeks, think beyond the creeks? So when I mean beyond the creeks, like I was explaining, beyond the norms of
Or
what.
beyond the norms, yes.
So,
because
the
people are doing a lot of big things. So
Yeah,
let's
no,
do the
there are
norm.
people
Let's talk about the
doing
norm.
crazy things.
If
Trust
the
me.
world is even here, they are doing like
People are doing like this.
Good.
So let's leave those people
Let's
aside.
leave those people.
But the norm of you come from that place, you do community work, you build your house in Bendel Estate, you buy a car, you marry two women, who sometimes do not even know that their husband is married to another woman.
Okay.
A lot of these things that you do, right?
I believe we shouldn't even go there yet because we are not at that age. Because we still do it.
No. I'm a child of God.
Okay. I'm yeah.
No, mine. You know if you repent. But anyway, so
Okay.
how have we been able to defeat that thinking of the norm?
Okay. That's a very good question. And thinking back, I was grateful to my parents because first of all, they were the first people that didn't want me to live that norm.
Yeah.
They didn't want me to live that life, the creeks are posed against every other individual coming up from them. And they were very strict with the kind of things I do, the activities I indulge in. But yeah, that was not enough.
Of course.
You understand? It wasn't enough.
course.
I would have lived the norm of worry instead of living the norm of the creeks. So personally, I started picking up books very early. My mom used to love literature. So she had like a small library of books. I don't know where the books they did, but she has so many books. She used to have like Lord of the Flies, Macbeth,
Yeah.
so many books, so many literature books, and there was this book about Adakaburu.
I don't know.
Hi.
I don't know.
Boro. Okay, Boro
Okay,
is a national hero for the John Nation.
I know. Why not? No, the way you pronounce
Okay.
I know
Okay,
Boro.
yeah, okay.
I know Boro.
So
that had that. Is it I?
yeah, it
He has
does. It's part of the. It was in the. It's in really.
Yeah, he has one. He had one. Was it his mouth or his eye? He had one big scar. Maybe his hand.
No, not Siam.
No, I saw pictures. I saw
Okay,
pictures.
yeah. So he was a general in the army. I think he even served under Obasanjo and the rest. So I read his whole biography when I was very, very little, like so little. When I could read, I was one by one. Then the books. Thank God the book had pictures.
Of course.
The book had proper pictures that they took and they printed on it. And it just made me realize that this guy was not thinking in the creeks. He was thinking for the creeks, but not thinking within the creeks.
Yeah, I
You understand?
understand.
The guy went outside and he did a lot of big things. You understand? Did a lot of amazing, mind blowing things that you'll be like, this one they bought this one for you. Eh?
Yeah.
So and other books too, because the internet was there. You watch YouTube, you see people talking about, I recommend this book, I recommend that book, and I don't know, I loved money. I know the love of money is the root of all evil, but like, okay, let's say I like money. I didn't do evil, but like I like money, and money inspired me to pick up more books because I realized that at a very early age, I saw that money. My parents were like case study. I saw that money would come, money will also go. You can't really tie it down.
Yeah.
There are things you can do. If you don't control your money will control you.
Yeah. True.
Like I was seeing all those things. Money is a visitor. It can visit you, and if you don't entertain it well, it will go.
To go.
So I started picking up books, different books. I read so many books. I can call them. I remember most of those books, word for word. Not really word for word, but like chapter for chapter,
Yeah.
page for page. And I learned a lot of lessons from there. And those type of thinking will just make you see the world as the world, not the creeks. I have a lot of friends. I stayed in the creeks I spent like 6 months in the creeks, and I saw the way they think there. They think coming outside of the creeks is the like leaving the creeks, not even coming outside, leaving the creeks, coming outside to the to the city.
To worry.
Worry is the city to them. You understand? Coming to worry is a very big step for them, and it's crazy. You understand? It's crazy. So I just knew that I didn't want to live an ordinary life. It's like I've been reading about people with extraordinary life. Why would
Why should you limit yourself? Yeah.
Why would I limit myself? So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing. For you, what about you?
Very simple. I can attribute a lot to my parents. You know, growing up, my dad always wanted the best for us, education wise. And the thing with education is, school is not a scam. Oh, let me not lie to you. But at the same time, education is more valuable than education is beyond the four walls of a classroom, right? So I got educated pretty early. Like you said, books was a big deal for me. TV, I watched a lot of things growing up, So I was exposed to the Western life at a very young age.
You cannot watch Disney and want to
Be
living in the creek.
I was exposed
I'm a Disney boy,
all those.
Barbie boy.
I'm telling you, I was exposed to all those things. I saw how differently these people operated. I saw how kids were doing crazy things. So I think from that young age, it just instilled this thing in me that you can never be small, And my dad did and is doing well for himself. So I just had this mentality that if my father is stopping here in his life, I should be starting from here. Like this should be my start. Where my father is stopping should not even be my starting point. So that mentality always drove me to think outside the box. There's sometimes when my friends will tell me, "Guy, what do you never do for this life?"
What you never do for money?
Do you understand?
I will count how many things I've done for money. Don't worry.
So-
we'll get there. Episode 2.
Episode 2,
What we have done for money.
what you have done for money.
Okay.
So I think that thing just pushed me out to think differently. And another thing, so there was this incident in 2009. There was a crisis in our place, and a lot of our relatives had to leave the village and come to Warri to town to stay. So while they were around, I also noticed that their thinking was quite limited. Not all of them, but most of them, their thinking was a bit limited. Things that to me were small, or things that I thought, okay, things I couldn't really dwell on, like a phone. Getting a phone was all somebody could think about then for them. But for me, it wasn't even about getting the phone. My own was about, okay, how can I build my own phone? There was a time where network was messing up, and my own thing was, you know what? I'm going to grow up and I will start my own. I think then it was Zane. Zane was the network. So I used to tell what's this? EchoNet. One of those.
There is Zane, there's
So I was like,
Etisalat.
Etisalat. So I said, you know what? I'm going to build my own. So even though I'm from the creeks, even though we are from the creeks,
Okay.
trust me, from this podcast, you would begin to see that our thinking is way, way, way more than just the creeks. We love our people. We love we're proud. I mean, we are extremely proud of where we're from. I am very proud of where I'm from.
Put the X, 2X.
Extremely proud. And, that's my identity. That's where I'm from. That's my place. That's home for me. I would never exchange it for anything. But at the same time, we need to think outside the box.
Very good. And also, yeah, you know what it is for you to beat your chest and say you were born on the coastline? Like, I don't know, like a lot of my friends, they were born in the bush. Me, I did the edge of our country. Like I was born there.
Yeah.
You understand? I can go and I will always go and tell people, I was born on the coastline, so I know how to swim, I know how to fish, and a lot of things, you understand?
Yeah.
It busts my head. Coastline. It's so how? Oh my god, coastline. from my village, if you go Ghana. From Ghana, if you
not
from
try
my
and
village,
share.
no, don't do it. From my village, you can go to Europe.
Do not try this at all.
Not try. They don't even have river now.
Actually.
You understand? So I was born on the coastline, and living there was amazing, and it's amazing because I'll still go there. I'm still currently there. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm being very proud about where I'm from.
We are proud. We are job boys.
Very proud. Our pride will be the fall of us.
Eyes on.
Yeah.
Eyes on.
Yeah, man. Okay, so good. Moving forward, yeah, and what this podcast is here for is we're talking to some of our brothers, then we're also talking to people that feel like where they are from can actually dictate what or where their life will head to. You understand? So, I'm not where I want to be, but I know I'm not where I used to be.
Right. Word.
You understand? So, we're here to just tell you our journey. There was a topic I initially wanted for this our podcast. It was creek to peak. And for me, what that means is, okay, we're no longer at the creek. We're not at the peak. We're somewhere.
We're getting there.
But we're getting there. And this is you observing us. You are privileged to observe us go there. And if you are following us, everybody, they reach the peak.
Let's go together.
Let's go. It's a journey. It's a journey that I want to involve everybody that is willing to follow. You understand? We've been watching a lot of people do podcasts. It don't reach our turn.
Now our turn.
Our turn.
We're going to document every single step of the way.
Amen.
So in years to come, by God's grace, most importantly.
This podcast, this video, I think if I'm lucky enough to have a wife, a kid, or children, every once in a while, we'll play this Mona watch.
See your papa. Well, anyway, that has been it for episode 1. I mean, we didn't do so bad now. This was unplanned. We literally just discussed this thing this morning.
So this is episode 1. We're not finished episode 1.
Yes, so
plot. I be pilot.
Pilot. We just jumped on this thing this morning, and this is like 7 p.m. and we're recording it. So kudos to us for taking swift action. So expect more from us.
The more, you'll tire.
So see you guys in the next episode.
Next episode will come out, and so this is the first one, our pilot. So you can drop comments and tell us how we did and what we should do.
Share to
we might not
your
listen,
people.
No, you understand?
We'll listen.
Okay, I'll listen. Based on you don't tell me what to do. I'm all with this.
I beg you. Don't listen to that.
So yeah, thank you.
Share
all
this.
for
drop
watching.
a like. Drop a comment. And see you next week.
See you next week.